It's 7. We'll call this meeting to order. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Tonight's agenda, I see that we're going to add new business, Scott Miller, to the agenda. The Scott Miller claim. Yes, sir?
Yes, I'm just here, I don't even live in this township.
You just want to say a word. Fairhaven.
In Fairhaven Township? Or which township?
Fairhaven. Fairhaven.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Fairhaven, we're the first home of this in Fairhaven from here.
Okay.
We're at the very.
Do you want to be, what?
Saying thank you and congratulations on the changing of the roles. You've made a huge change going from Shingalis to Max Smart. And it's made a world difference already. And I guess there's more change coming next year. But I just want you all to know that we really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. I tried to tell him his math. That's okay.
We appreciate you coming in because we don't often get good words. People like to tell us what's wrong. So thank you for coming in. Thank you for taking the time tonight.
All right, so I added Scott Miller under new business.
Yep. Is there any other additions, changes? Anybody want to see? Okay. Then I'll make a motion to accept tonight's agenda.
I will second.
Hearing a second, all approved, respond by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Where are we here? Approve. I think the only thing we have to approve is the minutes from last month. I don't think there was any special meetings or anything, so did everybody have a chance to look at last month's meetings? I had no changes to them. All right, with that, I'll make a motion to approve last month's meetings.
I will second.
All right, hearing a second, all in favor, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. All right, we jump down to the treasurer's report.
Mr. Chair, the beginning balance for the month of July was $894,423.30. Deposits made for the month were $152,936.66. The deposits were $150,337.36 for additional property taxes from Stearns County, $244.97 in court fines and fees, $354 for township aid, and $1,789.72 in permit fees, and then $210.61 in interest. Disbursements were $83,743.78. And largest costs for the month were $34,452.88 to Knife River, and $21,711.25 to Smart Excavating, and $7,605 to the city of Annandale, and then $4,100.91 to public services. So that leaves us with a month ending balance of $9,663,625.18. And that amount does include the ARPA funds that are remaining with the balance of $11,467.40.
In my understanding, those ARPA funds are gonna disappear any second.
They're spoken for.
Yeah, they're spoken for, but I think we're gonna receive that bill before too long for more.
Well, final construction will be,
Oh, so they won't take it till,
well, we're gonna have to pay above and beyond that.
no, I know,
But yeah.
but I didn't know when we'd actually receive that.
Well, we have to be done with construction by August 28th, so I assume in
It'll be-
August a bill's
it'll
gonna come and
just
then maybe
come in that.
September, but it'll
Okay.
be used up
Yeah.
come next meeting.
December.
Yep, but it'll be used up before then.
Awesome. Any questions on the treasurer's report?
No?
All right, then, I'll make a motion to approve.
I will second.
All right, having a second, all in favor respond by saying aye.
I
Aye, opposed? Motion passes.
Your motion was to authorize the board to sign the detailed employment.
Oh, yeah, I gotta read this, yes. Hold on, I can read it for you. I have,
It's one of
I
our-
print this out just so I have all that
Official.
language. I know. I'll make a motion to accept the July treasurer's report and authorize the board to sign the CTOS forms, including the claims list, net pay account distribution, and cash control statement. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Hearing a second, all in favor, respond by saying aye. Aye, opposed, motion passes. Thank you. It's like, that's like the main reason I printed out, so I have that language.
I'll make sure we're on the up and up here.
Thank you. All right. We might as well just start on unfinished business. You wanna give us that, 200th Street update?
Construction started today.
Yay!
So everything, so every Tuesday there will be a construction meeting at 9 a.m. that I will be going to, that we meet with all the contractors and our engineering firm. So first one is tomorrow at 9. But still, obviously, we have the 20 working days, so everything is tentatively on par for the 28th of August to be done. Other than that, just a note, since we kind of talked about the ARPA funds, so our remaining contract with Moore for the final construction and whatnot is $55,000, and then the drilling and boring portion is up to $9,800. It shouldn't be that much, but that's like the worst
Up
case
to,
scenario.
yeah.
Yep. So worst case township would be looking at like 64.8. But
Okay.
just so we know on record, kind of.
And I know there was some traffic around like gas lines and all that kind of stuff, and I seen more saying there is no issue, you know, we'll locate, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see.
I think I didn't realize that Excel.
Had gas lines feeding a couple houses apparently
Yeah.
too, I guess. I know, I was just reading the email traffic.
Yeah, but it's funny because every single company that has anything in that road was emailed to come to the pre-construction meeting,
I know,
and
and
Excel was
obviously
on
they
there.
didn't.
I checked everything.
Yeah, they chose not to come.
Yeah,
You know,
or,
and
you
my
know.
understanding too is because they asked for 2 feet of cover, and my our engineering firm said there is no issue. I mean, from what the designs that they've done, but, you know, and Excel said once we get there, we'll prove it, basically,
Yeah.
so.
So yeah, so I'll see how construction meeting number 1 goes tomorrow, and
And if that's the biggest hang up, then that's not a non-issue,
Right.
great.
yeah. So other than that, we'll see how it goes.
Awesome. Any questions on 200th? I'm excited. It's been a long time coming.
Has there been any issues that have arisen since that are noteworthy?
We'll get to
Well,
one.
nothing with the construction portion, not with this. But I think
It's all going smooth.
there might be a business that has sprinkler systems in the right of way that they wanted to know who was paying for, and I let them know it was them. And then obviously we have the.
We'll get to
something-
that one,
yep,
yeah.
so-
Well, it's not really the construction side, so. I think you've done a fantastic job. I
Thanks.
mean, and if you're saying I'm receiving all the calls, which really is minimal, right? It's been rolled out seamlessly. So, great job, thank you.
Thanks.
The interesting thing is the press release that Stearns County did, they posted that thing everywhere. I got an email on it.
Yep, and I passed it on to Jenny to
Well,
post on
and
our site too.
they called me too, like the road, not the road engineer, but obviously somebody that worked for the road engineer, and they asked what we were doing, you know, because they had whatever, and I said we're going to a full 10, it's going to be widened, you know, and I didn't talk to you about that, and they said, okay, well, that's fine, then we're just going to do this, and that was phone call. I was like, okay.
It even showed up on my Facebook feed on Facebook saying, hey, just a warning. I'm like, I know where that is. Normally, I know, so it's kind of cool.
All right. Number 2, the comprehensive plan review. And I want everybody to hear me out on this for now. I know it's in our seats to handle the comprehensive plan. You know, the P&Z board has already went through it, made their suggestions, right? And I'm in this weird place with changing it today, right? And the reason and I'm not saying you guys are not, and whatever you guys want to do, you know, if you, I'm fine with it. But right now with the cannabis stuff coming into town and really our comprehensive plan, the changes to make our industrial park possibly bigger, or set aside properties to make our industrial park bigger. And while I'm all for that growth, I don't know if we have our hands around the cannabis side of that enough right now to make that change, or to make that property available for that.
Good point.
Is something that I've been chewing on since our last meeting. And I'm not like, I think what the P&Z board did, and I'm all for it. I'm on board, but I don't know if that time is today. That's just my feeling as I sit here right now.
I mean, I would agree with you for the sole fact that I think until all the dust settles with this cannabis, we don't do anything.
Table it.
That's, I want their take
I
on it.
agree.
I'm
I don't know
just
what your
putting
opinion is.
my feelings out on
I
it.
mean-
agree with your logic.
Yeah, I agree to expand it.
Because we don't, want the Wild West going on, and hard to regulate it. So you open up more lots where you can have potentially, multiple, is that what I'm?
Correct, that's what I'm saying.
So,
It has to be in that industrial commercial space, and right now our industrial commercial space is pretty tightened up, right? That's why we were looking to expand it, but I don't feel I have a big enough grasp of what's even going on with it until we talk to the county attorney or whatever too, like.
Didn't we all kind of agree that the county was supposed to regulate this, but now it seems to be thrown back to the
They
township?
did, but in the same token, if we go and expand that area, are we giving the county more property of ours to do it on too, I don't know, I'm just,
Well,
you understand what I'm saying?
That's a very valid point. I mean, they need to waste up 14 licenses. We just gave them carte blanche to take all 14. So now we can grow the industrial park. Yeah, let's just,
Cause, I'm not saying, I don't want the planning and zoning team to think that they wasted their time, because I totally agree with what they're saying and what they're doing. I just don't know if it's today
I would
that we
table
do
it
it.
to a slower time, just to call it back in maybe in like December and say, hey, we just take a look at it in December and see what's changed.
Yeah, no one's, I don't think anyone's
Yeah, it's not.
looking for commercial lots right now that I
Yep.
know of.
Oh, they are. And, I just actually got a
And
phone call.
they can
a couple
petition
hours
to
ago.
rezone it.
Couple, the smaller couple acre lots or, but.
Yes.
Mhm.
And we can look at spot zoning at that point too,
That's an illegal term.
I mean, we can look at rezoning
Yes,
adjacent properties, not gigantic properties.
there we go.
Areas.
All right, so table.
Okay.
I agree with that, thank you.
December.
The subdivision ordinance review, I haven't looked at that table at all.
Yeah.
Anything about it, so are we just gonna keep that on?
Yeah, we were just
Finding
leaving it.
Falls right around the corner, I guess, technically.
Yeah.
As
The amended ordinance number 7
Was adopted,
Yeah.
yep. So I mean, that's, we can scratch that one off of
Okay.
this.
I was kinda wondering, I seen that on there and I went, wait a second.
Oh, number 3?
Yeah.
Number
Yeah,
three.
I
The
don't-
subdivision
yeah, I don't
ordinance, I
know
think
why
is
it's
tabled till
three.
fall.
And one, let's, with number 4, the subdivision ordinance review, I wanna punt that into, cause I am not gonna be here for September 8th, so it's gotta be, probably, November would probably be
And
best.
that's fine, cause it has to go, I have to write that ordinance, and then it
Okay.
has to go to the
You
planning.
can go
and
P and Z
zoning.
and before it rolls back to
Yeah.
us, okay.
So that's a ways out,
Yep.
it's, yeah.
Okay. I'll just keep the
No
minutes
problem.
as is on that one.
Perfect. Yeah, then whenever you get to it, we'll get to it. I just wanted, cause I,
Don't feel rushed at all.
alright.
That's why we're taking one thing at a time right now.
The draft administrative policy for Minnesota paid leave, is there any
Yep.
updates on that?
So, nothing new has rolled out from Congress or Senate or whoever's kinda still doing that, but we did submit our second quarter wages. So again, until we hear more, which is hopefully soon, we'll do more.
So the next one will be due,
Nope, I'll have to submit third quarter,
yeah.
so,
Soon.
yeah. So end of September, so I have to report in October, by the end of October. So the beginning of October, I'll need reports from you.
Alright, the next, number 6, I think we're just waiting, to hear back from Stearns County, correct? I know Jenny had put out there Thursday at 3 to hopefully do a virtual meeting.
The 8th,
Um,
was it the 8th or the 7th?
it was Thursday, so whatever date that was.
7th.
The only, I had a text from her, I can look to double check here, one second. The only question I had on that, cause even if we all Zoom or whatever on there, cause of the open meeting law, does that have to be, I'm imagining that has to be posted.
It does have to be posted, however, if you remember, they removed the requirements to say where you're at.
Yeah, August 7th.
One person must be present at a physical location that has to be listed so that any public can join it. If you remember from the legal seminar.
So somebody would have to be sitting here.
Here or at the attorney's office. We can post it for the attorney's office, and have them hold that weight.
I mean, I can say I'll be here.
Yeah, either which way, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I know I can, I'm gonna be in
That's fine.
West
I can do it here.
Concord.
I just wanna be clear, so, well, if it does happen, what is kind of, like, is there anything like, cause I'm kind of on the page,
I
if
just
the
wanna go
county
through
doesn't
that.
really have clarification or clarity, then
Mhm.
I'm almost inclined to say, then I would like to recall our MOU and move to the ordinance that,
Yeah, and then look
the
into,
guy
look into
wrote
what
from
Curry,
our
look into what
attorney.
Curry was
Yeah.
doing. That's kinda where I'm at too, like, if we have zero control, but responsibility on top of it,
Yeah,
I think we're giving up our rights, right? Like, the whole thing where I just said with our industrial park.
yep,
Where if we're, you know what I mean, if we're still held to permit them or inspect them
The law,
or
yeah.
have really anything, you know, that was my understanding was when we signed the MOU is that they were handling literally everything.
Or verify the dust content of the road.
Well, and those things, when it comes down to, industrial park, like that would fall upon any business, I get it, that's within our wheelhouse, right? But if it's cannabis only, or,
It is cannabis only.
yeah, if it's cannabis only, then I really think they should have control of it.
But that, I mean, that's their whole deal, I don't get it. And you know why it's on hold right now, all the permits?
I don't know why it currently is.
Impervious surface. The property that they all want
Yeah,
is at like 90% impervious surface, and so
it needs to be at 60 or 65.
60, and they have to provide a plan as to how they're gonna get it down to
So, and even on that impervious area, is that on us?
Well, the weird thing
Or
is
is that
it
on
should
on the county?
It should be, because that's our industrial park, so that should be by variance, and they're requiring them just to submit a plan as to how they're gonna get down.
So then, which would bypass us completely.
Yes, but it's taking our rights of ownership away from the industrial park, which we have the design of, and we're holding, and I hate to say this.
Holding
we're
other businesses to that standard,
Yes,
so why
but they-
can't?
And so I have a problem with that personally, with me going to all these other businesses and going, hey, sorry, you're blocked until this is fixed. You have to do this stormwater management plan, you have to do all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to these cannabis people and go, just give us a plan as to how you think you're gonna get it done, and we'll do it.
Exactly, and that's my concern, and I think we're all kind of in that same spot. Like if it is things that we are expecting their neighbors and the other businesses to do, right? That we're handling, great, that's fine. That's part of the having the industrial park in our township, right? But if it's something special for the cannabis side that the county is then handing off on us, that we, you know what I mean, that I thought they took control of. Because at that point is, where is it gonna end, and who's actually, if they won't do that, I'm like, who's actually regulating this? You know what I mean? Like, this is one small little thing in my opinion, but that's what I think. I think it's time now, before it's too late, to have that conversation with them, and if we have to make a change, it's better sooner than later at this point, right? It sounded like when we first got into it, it was like, nope, this is just what every township is doing, so this is what you should do, and
I'd be curious now how many.
and
pulled
at that
back.
time, we didn't have other options. We didn't know,
Yeah.
Curry and Rupee already had some other stuff, drafted and some plans put together, but we're in a different place already, so.
So you guys wanna have the meeting on August 7th?
Well, we
It sounds like
we don't
you
even know if
can't
it's
make it.
confirmed.
Can we have it that day?
Is it confirmed?
Well, it hasn't been confirmed. That's Jenny threw it
No.
out there for them.
Yeah,
We-
so it fits within the time slots they gave us for availability, but she hasn't gotten an email back yet confirming. But she says, I'm reading her notes, thank you, Jenny, for the notes. So it's proposed for August 7th at 3. Todd can't make it, so it would be you two. And then as far as posting goes.
That's what I was just gonna
What
say.
is that, does that give us
We
time
don't have to
post it?
post.
Oh, we don't?
Yeah, we still have to
'Cause-
boost.
We do
That's
have-
why you would have to come here, because then we're abiding by the open
Open meeting
Well,
law.
because of
meeting
Zoom.
law,
I'd still have to
because
come
somebody
here.
could come here.
Okay.
Because we're both on there to make decisions you know what I'm saying?
10-day notice.
So we have to have a 10-day notice, so we're already outside of that frame. That's the part I was worried about.
But okay. Got it.
What's that?
Well, then I can just not attend, and you can
Yeah,
attend.
then, yeah, if they say yes to this one,
So then I just won't attend.
I'll be there.
So you and Scott can attend, and
yeah.
I'm willing to go there, cause
well, it doesn't
I
have
would
to be
love to
posted
go there,
then,
but it's just,
so
I just
me and
literally
Todd will-
started a new job today, so there's no
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
there's
sure.
no way I can do it.
yeah,
Oh, my
congratulations.
transporter's there.
But I
Fine,
can,
pretend he
but
can
I
do
can
it.
Zoom, I
can
can
look out
Zoom
there right
for
now.
it. That's why when that option came up, I'm like, I can make anything work for that.
Yep.
Okay, so for the, I'll say if they confirm,
If they confirm, let us know, and
James will attend.
if they confirm to a date that's 10 days out, send an email to the board,
Yep.
and then if it's within 10 days that we can post it, then we will. Does that make sense?
Yep, no. Yeah, I'll watch Jenny's email, but as of now, she has not heard back from, what was this, Brenda Tice?
Yep.
Yeah,
I think that's the attorney.
yeah.
Assistant.
Assistant attorney.
An interesting thing is the city of St. Cloud is meeting right now to discuss cannabis. They are looking at relaxing their ordinance because they initially made it way too strict. So it did not allow additional they say cannabinoid products. So now they're, it all had to be regulated through them, and now they're releasing that to the state and saying all the extra harder stuff, the testing and stuff, has to go to the state, not to St. Cloud. So they're relaxing the ordinance to take away the blame and push it on the state. And people have mixed feelings about it. A lot of people are kind of mad. They want it restricted, which I find really interesting. For St. Paul.
Well, and on the news the other night, they had something though that said, 1 per 12,500 people.
Yep, that's how many they have to allow.
I know,
So,
but if Clearwater has one,
cities are exempt from that.
no, they're not.
No, they're exempt from the county one. So the county has to allow 14, but the city has to allow their own separate number.
Oh.
So like the city, what does St. Cloud City have? They have to have 5 permits, I think it is. That's not a part of the 14.
I got you. Okay.
Which sucks even more for the townships.
All right. Well, on to recycling.
All right, well, on the recycling, I just want to get everybody's, like, basically, there's already a RFP draft that we just have to do some updating, that I'll work with Kelly and Jenny on. It's pretty straightforward. It's just saying, hey, we're gonna, put this out for bid and open them X date, whatever. It's pretty straightforward, and, we want, 550, each 64-gallon tank, drums, whatever. What they have on here, just to, I think this is everybody but you might know having a business too. It's Randy's Environmental Services it would go to, Mumford Sanitation, Helmbrecht, which is it's not Helmbrecht anymore. Who is it? It's anyways, Republic Service, West Central, and then Waste Management is not on here, but that would be the one.
They're on the bottom. You said waste management. It was not on there. Right there.
Oh, I wasn't looking at mine.
That's
so.
okay.
Republic Service, Waste Management. Yeah.
And yeah, okay.
Is there anybody else?
Well, I don't think BNC does.
That's what I was trying to think of.
recycling.
BNC. That's because that would be the new Helmbrick. So, because this one would actually get crossed off because that's now Waste Management. That's who bought out Helmbrick.
Oh. But yeah, so it's BNC, but I don't know that they do recycling.
I can call him. That's what this week.
Yeah, his name's
User.
Bill. Super nice guy.
We use their services, so I'll just call the phone number
I
and
do
ask
it
them.
work too.
And if they want to get in on it, great. If not, we'll send it to the other ones.
Alright.
Score grant, we're just waiting on a check, so everything was submitted here. Everything is submitted. Yep. Last couple of years they've turned it around pretty quickly. I don't know exactly where the check goes, but it always shows up.
Alright, on to new business?
All right, Patricia Voigt, administration subdivision, what's going on with this?
I'm waiting for the surveyor. So, get the new property lines drawn up, and then I'm going to meet with the county, give them my proposal, and my feedlot setback. And we'll see what they say.
So do we need to do anything right now, or we're just waiting on the county, or there's no extra hearings to set up
I
or
don't
anything?
believe-
Especially on the feedlot, the county handles all
Correct.
that.
I got a feedlot permit too.
Yeah, but in the end, they're the final.
Yes, I have to sign off verifying that it meets our ordinances.
Yeah, we're just, yeah.
So, you had a survey before, that drawing. That you submitted? Are they changing that? Oh,
Cause I wanna take that granary down and put an outbuilding there.
oh, yes, okay, yep,
So I'm gonna unregister, cause it's kinda L-shaped, it goes up to the water tank.
okay.
So they're gonna deregister that portion of it, but they're still gonna allow me, because you have to allow livestock to get water.
Oh,
So
sure.
they're still gonna allow me to be determined an alleyway of a certain width, so that they can still walk in that area. And it won't be as wide as it is.
And they're putting that to survey that.
The survey, I mean, they're just gonna move that north line about 85 feet to the north. And then I'm gonna be,
Once we get the survey done, if you have that map that you had before that you can show on there, we can vote to get it done outside of a meeting. We've done that with these all the time, where the clerk and Scott would just have to sign it outside of normal meeting. The planning commission has reviewed it, seen it, traveled, and we have our minutes and stuff.
I gave you a copy of them, didn't I?
I don't, somebody took
Are
it
you
at the
looking
last
for
meeting.
this, Jane? What I'm
But,
seeing here with the
I don't
minutes.
have one with me, but
I don't have the survey. Somebody took that
Oh,
at the
I
last
just
meeting.
have the, I just have the overheads. Denny's looking for me to do a survey.
Yep, we need a survey, cause it says in our new, on this form.
I have
survey.
these.
yeah, this is what I showed you guys.
We
See,
actually
it's
had an actual survey too, though.
Survey, who survey?
I thought you had an actual
I have
survey.
not had a survey done. So,
You guys can-
Yeah, you
Hold
explain.
on.
all right.
You know it. You know this area.
Know what I know, sometimes it's not. Okey dokey. So, here is what, Bethy Joe drew up, it's pretty cool. So anyhow, here is the existing feedlot, the purple. Here's the water tank right here. So, right here is the existing property line. I wanna move it till here, which is gonna be 25 feet from this black line, even that's 25 feet from right this point right here, where that gate hinges. Then, so what they're gonna do is deregister this portion here.
Oh, this little, okay, well, it's kinda hashed.
Correct. And then
Okay.
you can see he hashed it out here, but still leave that
That's your
alleyway
shape,
of some
stream.
way to get up to the water tank right here.
What is the registered existing?
It's registered as a feedlot, so they're gonna
Oh,
show
they're
that
going
portion
to
of it, so
revert
not a
Revert it
feedlot.
out of it.
Got it, okay. Okay.
Chat with Bethy Jo, her and Abby have both done similar scenarios. And
So,
she suggested to go ahead and ask because
James, at this time, what do we need to do with that? We don't have the survey done or nothing like that.
You can. if
Is
you
our,
want-
is this gonna be one we have to sign the Mylars or anything like that?
Yes. Yep. So this is where, if you want, you can vote to meet outside of a normal meeting, cause we have we know what's going on.
This gets really weird though, because when we do this meet outside a regular meeting to sign, cause obviously, you know, he is a supervisor also.
You're
So,
right.
you know, he's gotta recuse himself from any decision on this
Let me
regardless
ask you,
anyways, which
Lynn,
is
I mean,
whatever.
is time of the essence here? Is there any
Then
reason
it
this
can
can't be
just wait.
pushed into
Yeah.
the
I'd like to get it done before the year's out, that's what I've been telling them.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
we
yeah.
push it to September.
So let's push it to
That's
December.
fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll do it whenever. I don't wanna hold, I just don't wanna hold anything up. I'm not.
Yep.
And once the county, I mean, the county really has the chair on this anyway, so.
And I chatted with Shable and he recommended the surveyor he's used, so I won't go with somebody that, good
Who was it?
recommendations. They're out of Litchfield, can't think of it.
It starts with a K. I think I know who it is.
Yeah, and at the county, they've known the outfit also, and
I think I know who it is. I've worked with him before. He's good.
to you?
What's that?
Did
I
your
chatted
building
with them,
permits
they're
emailed to
busy,
you?
and he said, I said, I'm kinda wide open.
I didn't.
I didn't either.
Hopefully I'm on their
Roll,
radar.
but I didn't, they might have been in the
Okay, so we're
packet,
gonna
I didn't
table
dig that
until
hard.
September.
Cause lots of
They're in
times
the
they end up,
packet.
yeah, the building permits. Okay, I bet you they're in the packet then. I
Okay.
just haven't looked.
So Scott, we're just gonna table it till
Yep.
September. Yeah.
Do you wanna see it, Jamie?
I'll pull it
I'll
up
just
here
pull
in
it
a
up
little
now.
bit.
I was just curious where it was.
All right, number 2 on new business, so, Todd, did you see the email with Scott Miller, the claim on 200 Street? Okay, I'll just go ahead and read it. This was sent on, I think
It was only me and you.
Friday, but I didn't read it until last night. But it's photos of rim damage of a vehicle, and this is the damage from the giant potholes on 200th Street East. I called the sheriff department and they sent out maintenance people who put out the cones. I have a claim here for $2,000 to replace the rims. Tom Plagerman and I tried to get matching rim, but are discontinued. New rims that are close to the same are $640 per wheel. It is fortunate a motorcycle didn't hit one of craters. See attached pictures, Scott Miller. So I received this email, never got a phone call. it's really calling a claim of a price, in my opinion, that is not actually substantial or defined by anything like when I'm, like if we were even to pay a claim, like we'd have to have invoices and tracking, not just a general number. I don't know if this has ever been, and Andy, maybe you can tell me, has something like this ever happened in the township before? It's very important because obviously on 200 Street, the road was been being developed here for a period of time to start construction today, because obviously we're getting it fixed.
No, I don't know anything about
So, just to add to that, I'm an advocate that this is a straight up no. That's unfortunate that your scenario happened, but even Kelly stated as well that the state's burden of proof is you have to have a video of it in order for the state to ever take responsibility for their roads. Like, you can take a picture, that's great, that's not proof, right? So to me, there's not really proof. 2, the signs were up for 10 days saying caution, road work ahead.
Yes, I did
And
see
that
that.
already eliminates any claim from being made as well.
It does. I mean, and that's what I had read, because I went in there because I went into the state, you know what I mean? Because I was just like, I just kind of, I did the whole state search thing that said, where is the lines drawn on here? And obviously, if it's something that is just neglected, and in this time it's not neglected, that's actually, we've been, I mean, in my opinion, because we've been getting ready to redo this for quite some time, and literally talked to everybody on that road and street and, things, and the signs are up too, The other thing to me is nobody was called on this at all. Like, generally, like when somebody wants to get this or put this on the agenda or whatever the case may be too, they generally will call and say, hey, I've done this, I have this,
Got an email.
I have an email, and it showed up on Friday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, basically, and I didn't see it till
I did
last
call the
night.
sheriff's office to see if I could get confirmation that they were actually called out, because the cones were gone. Someone took the cones down
Okay.
on Saturday, like the
Yeah.
cones were there on Saturday. So it's like he put the cones there to take the pictures.
What did the sheriff's department
I'm
say?
still waiting to call back, so I'll probably
Okay.
know tomorrow, I assume.
Yeah, and if something comes of that, I guess we'll,
it. You need to run that by the attorney, or?
And if
I sent it to Matt. I forwarded the email to Matt with questions.
Matt Curry?
No, like
Or
Matt.
Matt.
Minnesota
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Association of Townships, to both
Yep.
of their attorneys, and I haven't gotten a response
And
yet.
that's exact, I'm glad you did that, because that was gonna be what I suggest tonight, is that we send it to Matt,
I did.
but you're already way ahead of that, so.
It's like
Because
Minnesota,
I think
it's
we
right
start
where
with
I
our
went.
internal counsel, our
Yeah, I sent
paid
it Saturday
counsel
at
before we go
8:05.
to our,
Saturday at 8:05
external
a.m. I
counsel.
sent it to them, to that Steve Fensky, and that, her last name is Cash. I don't know what her
Mm-hmm.
first name is.
Madeline.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I sent it to both her and Steve Fensky, so when I
Her.
get a
Yeah,
response, I'll forward it on.
I just dug their cards
Yep.
out tonight in case we were
You're
gonna
good.
do that, so you beat me to the draw. So that's gonna move up to unfinished business.
Okay, for the minutes, can I just say, we're consulting our attorneys to see what the township
Yep.
obligation.
And I would put, I wanna call it out because we have two groups of attorneys, basically, just the Minnesota, the Matt attorneys.
Okay.
All right. Now,
And thank you, that was a good suggestion too, that's exactly what I was thinking, Andy.
You never, you got golf insurance, you're golfing.
All right.
I just think it'd be very hard.
yeah.
I watch a lot of Judge Judy. And it's very hard, who knows, maybe he could occur at Target. Like, how do you, so I'm not saying it didn't happen, it's just,
It's an unfortunate thing.
yeah.
but,
It is
And I
very-
did that I told Jamie, I did that pothole more times than I wanted to
That's a
admit.
rough road.
That road.
How much longer though?
Well, now it's milled up too, so that's what it's done anyway.
Now it's gone already.
We're rollerblading on that baby.
They got all the milling done today, didn't they? Or, I mean, half of it?
Most of
one
it,
side,
yeah. I mean, yeah.
All right, now I'm just trying to find my tonight's packet, so I have the rest of the stuff. I know it's on here somewhere.
I don't have it.
Oh, the building permits, you want me
Yeah.
to say? Okay.
Yeah, if you wanna go through it, cause I
So-
thought I had a packet here, but I can't find it,
I
so.
only have
Permits
yours.
were issued by building inspector Nancy Scott for the month of July. So year to date, 52 building permits, one new single family home, which surprises me that there's one. Doesn't seem like there's one.
I was expecting this year, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know what to expect this year, but I was expecting it to be a lot busier
Yeah,
than
one
it is.
single. So did all those houses get
And-
their permit in 2024?
Yes, and the majority of these too are like, the majority that we've had this year are re-roofs, mostly from storm damage.
Yeah. I mean,
And there were some windows and doors, I guess, that was kind of a,
Construction site permits were very busy last year, to the point that I was doing them like every single weekend.
yeah.
This year,
And this, at least in the short time I've been on here, May, June, and July were the busiest months for permits, you know, and it hasn't been
Yeah.
crazy. There's still stuff coming, but nothing crazy.
So 2025 valuation is at 1,328,000.
Awesome. I have any questions on building permits?
No.
I had no right-of-way permits. Is there any driveway permits, James?
none,
You had 3 CSP.
yep, 2 this month, but I submitted the form last month, so that was added on there.
Okay.
I have 2 already over the last week, through Jamie's. And I've got 1 more that I'm going over on, I just picked up yesterday.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's building sheds.
I want a shed.
Rhoda, Schmidt,
We can
and
get it done.
Johnson all have a shed.
Was there any other updates for planning and zoning or IT?
For IT, I still wonder what we're gonna do with the ADA thing for websites, but I haven't heard anything from Matt on that, I haven't heard anything from our attorneys.
I forgot what, it was like a court site. It specifically had a banner at the top, like stating, if you need that, you can request. So remember I had asked if we could just put a notice out
What?
there, but it was a Minnesota court website.
But so they aren't required to be ready for that until next year, so. and
But I'm
now-
just saying to be proactive, right,
Okay.
and stay off of any, what I would call storm chasers radar, is why wouldn't we just post a banner on our website that says, if you need anything ADA, whatever,
We-
please request it.
So
and we can
but that
provide.
Wouldn't cover us for the liability after that was posted?
Well, as of now, because the law's not in effect yet.
Yeah, yeah. The law's in effect, the time limit. So we are enforceable for April 2027. But the state.
But I'm saying things could change between then, so just to be
Yeah.
good, I would just add that,
Yeah.
is my opinion.
If somebody's got like what they want, I can put a banner up, that's no big deal.
Yes, if we can find a copy of what that was,
Let's
if
just
you get a
reach out.
chance. I mean,
I'm gonna email probably Matt as well.
see what Matt, and see what Matt says on it too.
Here, what the hell are we gonna do?
They would think, you would think that, I have a feeling that next year's spring courses will be hammering that.
I'm surprised they haven't put anything out already, because this has been something that they've been working on, that the state's been working on for months. So it's like, and they're doing,
You just said it though.
yeah,
The state has been working on it for months, just like our cannabis stuff, so.
yeah. But, well, yeah, but, I mean, they've been prepping for it for months, James says. I mean, they've already had classes for the courts on how to enforce this and stuff like that, or on how to rectify this, so.
And I get it too, but it's like, how do you roll it out? We're in a much better position than a lot of the townships out there, right? A lot of, because we have you on board and technology and all this kind of stuff. And there's a lot of them out there that are not near where we are, you know, that's really gonna struggle with this.
Where I'm shocked is nobody's mentioned this at all, other than the only reason we heard about it is Jenny. And it's on the ADA government's website, it's on the federal government's website, it's all over the place, saying that we must do this. Curry looked at it with, is his name Matt or Mark?
Mark,
With Mark, looked at it for 5 minutes, they Googled some stuff and went, yeah, this is a big problem. But still, nobody's done anything. Nobody's posted it. They're all going, yeah, this could be a
think we put up there, but I don't wanna be the arm waivers too, because then they're, you know what I mean? The one that gets the microscope.
Yeah. The only good thing is we've got a year and a half left to figure it out.
So what's expected of the website? This is for people with visual impairments
Yes.
and hearing impairments?
Yes.
And that's all I
It's
know.
right
I
here.
should look into it because I don't wanna put the time into it, but Jenny said that there's like a 100-page document that you have to go through for every single page, website, everything. So for me, like I told Jenny, if I had to do something like this, I would create a checklist, literally, and go through the checklist with every single one, because you have to delete like, so you know how you do how you used to do 2 spaces in between words on, the old, when you were typing in like a typewriter or Word document? Curry said, interesting enough, that was his habit, and he did that. You can't legally do that. Even a double space is not allowed, because of how it reads on, the readers. So
Because it's always it's gonna read a word and then space, or
Yep.
like it's, you know what I mean? Like, so it's not gonna read a sentence, it's gonna read a word.
Some people do multiple spaces
All
instead
right.
of a tab.
I found
So-
it. I sent it to you.
Is it the same thing? Oh, okay, awesome. But,
That's on the Minnesota courts website.
but there's that, if you have multiple spaces for a tab, it'll just read a space, 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 space. And that's what they're trying to eliminate. Which is stupid for small government. 'Cause it's
People with poor grammar
I
like
sent it to
myself
you, but I forgot to add
struggle
it.
with that.
We're gonna put you in charge of it, Todd.
Or something, you have to customize it to us because that obviously reads a little bit different, but.
I don't know if I can do a banner that large.
Well, and two, maybe you can have, like, on their site, it wasn't, you had to click on it, it was like an ADA option.
Oh, okay.
One sec here.
So how many people do we have in our township?
None.
Doesn't matter, but you just get,
So,
we end up with
James, come here and
one.
I'll show you.
But the compliance date depends on who's high.
They just have it as like a link.
So it also goes by townships, because we're a township, we get the last name.
Hopefully you get
So we
it.
have
I think I sent your shit.
2027, yes.
I forwarded it to you, so you
But
have
what
it.
Curry told us.
So they just have it like right
Oh,
here,
see, I can do
so
something
you
with
can
that
just do
probably.
something to click on, and then my screen's
Yep.
nice. But yeah, so then you can like look at their thing. So
That'll
it's
work.
just mincourts.gov.
Yeah, I can put it to a different page. So what Curry explained it, what Curry and Mark
And that's just
explained
saying send a
is that
request.
The only downside to this is that we're not ready by that
I'll
date,
just copy this.
that the ambulance chasers attorneys, they get one person to work with, and they send them to all these websites and go, okay, this one doesn't work. And then all they have to do is they have this person who's disabled signs a letter saying that they're in violation, and then the attorney takes that claim and files a lawsuit.
But you're gonna have to, I mean, I'm assuming they're just gonna tie AI to it somehow, and that's,
Yep.
ultimately
And that's what he
what the
said.
fix is gonna be.
That's not what the fix will be, because we have to be compliant without that. So we have to be compliant to the basic minimums, but they're gonna tie AI to it to find the websites that are not ADA compliant, and it's gonna be bullshit.
Yeah, but
and
you
that's
think
what-
AI would fix, I mean, cause then we just have, voice control and, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, ultimately, that's what you'd have to have, is a voice controlled website that
But those
will
don't-
read back to you.
A lot of those don't use AI,
No, for sure.
and that's what's, I think that this is gonna be the ambulance chaser mecca, and I need to somehow get into this. I'm starting to need glasses, so can I? Right, Andy?
All right, correspondence.
All right,
Got it.
so we have got my glasses.
It's just a link up here that I already sent you that you click it.
So
you
there
see all
was
that.
a news release about a construction project on 200th Street East in Lynden Township.
Awesome,
You
we
don't
made the
say.
news, huh?
Yeah, that's a big one. That came from the Department of Highways. Didn't know there was such a thing. There is a public hearing
That's approved.
That's done.
By the state.
Yep.
So I think they
Okay,
sent their
okay.
approval. For Stearns County.
Okay, Minnesota Department of Revenue, Board of Appeal and Equalization training is live and available for all voting local and county board members. If
Did
you're
you do yours yet?
Is this the one on August 14th?
That's a
No,
district
that's-
meeting. No,
I think you can access
That's for the
course
property
on your
tax stuff.
own
You can-
iPod.
yeah, I did mine just randomly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. It was just clicked on it whenever. It just takes a minute too. It doesn't take that long. You're talking about that training right there.
The tax stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I thought, Jenny sent it
Yeah, she
to.
did. I just gotta figure out what it was.
And then there is a Minnesota Association of Township District 5 meeting on Thursday, August 14th in Wilmer.
Wilmer,
Yeah,
the closest part of our county,
at the American Legion.
or our district.
That's all I have for correspondence.
It's a great place for a meeting. I've been to several of them
Let me check Jenny's notes, give me just 1 second just to make sure I don't forget anything. So Scott, you gave your
This Kate
mutual
Bayer, you get stuff
contracts.
from.
Yep.
Yeah.
She just wanted to send it in. They were sending me electronic ones to copy, but there was some stuff that had to be worked out, so then I just, whatever you gotta do with it.
We heard from the
So, yeah.
Johnsons, they're not coming
Here,
to
go click
tonight's
on this little
meeting.
arrow.
And Jenny will be home, I think tonight, or she should be around tomorrow. for
Oh,
sure.
sorry, I used to the touchscreen on mine. This one. You just go to this site and do the
Awesome.
training and pass the course and everybody's
This is it.
It's
Thank you, thank you.
Just like,
All right, review bills and claims.
mhm. You can go over there tonight if you want. I'm just
Good.
like, sorry.
No, you're good.
These are the check numbers.
They're
Yep.
informative.
So, the check
It just
numbers
makes it
for the
easy.
bills and claims this
I
month
sent the show
is
stuff.
9128, 9144.
9144. Okay. I'll make a motion to approve bills and claims utilizing check numbers 9128 through 9144.
I'll second.
Having a second, all in favor respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, all opposed, motion passes. Meeting dates, planning commission has their date. Cannabis MOU is up in the air currently. September 8th is our next one. I will not be here, September 8th meeting. I'll be
Do I
lost in
need
the
to
forest.
What?
What are you doing?
I'll be 11,000 feet in the Flat Top Mountains.
Ooh, fun.
Survival training.
Survival training. So, for real.
Oh,
He's gonna be a Navy SEAL.
No, the horses are gonna take me there and then they're gonna drop me off for 7 days, so,
You're
Oh,
going
okay.
hunting, right?
yeah.
I figured.
do we need to put those construction meetings on here? Tuesday ones?
No, it's just me.
Okay. Okey dokey.
All right, well, there we go.
So you're in charge next month.
Yay for me, huh? Extra Xanax. All right, well, at 7:54, I can make a motion to adjourn.
And, hearing, I'll second that. With a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? I don't think so.
Done. James,
Yay, hold on.
cut the beat.
Still doing the ADA compliance thing.
With that-
Sounds like we're gonna be doing that for a year and a half.
No.